Now to the Trump presidency and the fight for the so-called dreamers. Again, the focus in Washington, D.C., with talk of another government shutdown and thoughts of the president's chief of staff raising some eyebrows. CBS 4 anchor Eliott Rodriguez in the control room with more. Eliott.
Well, Rick, that's right. President Trump's chief of staff made some pretty controversial remarks about immigration, but they have been overshadowed by a comment by the president himself. He said this afternoon that he would love to see a government shutdown if Democrats refuse to back his immigration plan, which includes money for a wall on the southern border. White House Chief of Staff John Kelly had ominous news for DACA recipients. If Congress and the White House don't agree on an immigration deal, President Trump, he said, may not extend the March 5th deadline for the so-called dreamers.
If there's no legislative deal by March 5th, will the president consider extending the program?
I doubt very much.
Kelly then made a controversial comment when he explained the president's immigration proposal. President Trump offered a path to citizenship to 1.8 million undocumented immigrants, even though only 690,000 are registered with DACA. Some of those who did not register, Kelly said, were too lazy to do so.
The difference between 690 and 1.8 million were the people that some would say were too afraid to sign up, others would say were too lazy to get off their but they didn't sign up.
Miami Congressman Carlos Curbelo took issue with the statement.
And that's regrettable language. That's just wrong. I don't think General Kelly understands that many of these young people were fearful because they didn't know what was going to be happening to them. A lot of them thought that perhaps they were signing their deportation orders.
This afternoon, Mr. Trump made this threat about a possible government shutdown over immigration.
I tell you, I would shut it down over this issue. If we don't straighten out our border, we don't have a country. Without borders, we don't have a country. So would I shut it down over this issue? Yes.
President Trump is keeping immigration on the forefront, speaking out about the death of Indianapolis Colts linebacker Edwin Jackson, killed by a drunk driver Sunday. The man behind the wheel, Manuel Orrego Zavala, was an undocumented immigrant. Jackson's Uber had pulled over on the side of Interstate 70 because Jackson felt ill. He and the Uber driver were outside the car when a pickup truck plowed into them. Both men were killed, one accidentally thrown into the center lane and struck by a police car. Orrego Zavala was living in the country using an alias. Investigators say he was deported to Guatemala in 2007 and 2009. This morning, President Trump tweeted, "So disgraceful that a person illegally in our country killed linebacker Edwin Jackson. This is just one of many such preventable tragedies. We must get the Dems to get tough on the border and with illegal immigration fast." He went on to say, "My prayers and best wishes are with the family of Edwin Jackson, a wonderful young man whose life was so senselessly taken." Now, Thursday, February 8th, is the latest deadline for an agreement on government funding, which means Congress must agree on immigration, something that until now they have not been able to do.